Every king springs from a race of slaves, and every slave had kings among his ancestors. For a man to conquer himself is the first and noblest of all victories. For philosophy, Socrates, if pursued in moderation and at the proper age, is an elegant accomplishment, but too much philosophy is the ruin of human life. The worst type of man behaves as badly in his waking life as some men do in their dreams. All of a sudden, he will catch sight of something wonderfully beautiful in its nature. That, Socrates, is the reason for all his earlier labors. But I am too stupid to be convinced by him. The point which I should first wish to understand is whether the pious or holy is beloved by the gods because it is holy, or holy because it is beloved of the gods. The evil never attains to any real friendship, either with good or evil. The rhetorician need not know the truth about things. He has only to discover some way of persuading the ignorant that he has more knowledge than those who know. Love is a serious mental illness. I am better off than he is, for he knows nothing, and thinks that he knows. I neither know nor think that I know. I really do not know, Socrates, how to express what I mean. For somehow or other our arguments, on whatever ground we rest them, seem to turn round and walk away from us. It is impossible to improve the world if first the man does not improve. The beginning is the most important part of any work. Because it is correct to make a priority of young people, taking care that they turn out as well as possible. And will life be worth having if that higher part of man be destroyed, which is improved by justice and depraved by injustice? Man is the measure of all things, of things which are, that they are, and of things which are not, that they are not. And what, Socrates, is the food of the soul? Surely, I said, knowledge is the food of the soul. The comprehensive mind is always dialectical. My opinion is, truth must be absolute, and that you, Mr. Protagoras, are absolutely in error. Since this is indeed my opinion, then you must concede that it is true according to your philosophy. I am smart because I know I nothing. Beauty is the splendor of truth. Would he not say with Homer, "Better to be the poor servant of a poor master, and to endure anything, rather than think as they do, and live after their..."
For no man is voluntarily bad, but the bad become bad by reason of an ill disposition of the body and bad education, things which are hateful to every man and happen to him against his will. The Muse herself makes some men inspired, from whom a chain of other men is strung out, who catch their own inspiration from theirs. I say that justice is nothing other than the advantage of the stronger. But of the heaven which is above the heavens, what earthly poet ever did, or ever will sing worthily? Most people are not just comfortable in their ignorance, but hostile to anyone who points it out. For a poet is an airy thing, winged and holy, and he is not able to make poetry until he becomes inspired and goes out of his mind, and his intellect is no longer in him. Since then, as philosophers prove, appearance tyrannizes over truth, and is lord of happiness. To appearance I must devote myself. I am speaking like a book, but I believe that what I am saying is true. I pity you who are my companions, because you think that you are doing something, when in reality you are doing nothing. Credo I owe a cock to Asclepius. Will you remember to pay the debt?
I would rather that the whole world should be at odds with me and oppose me, rather than that I myself should be at odds with myself and contradict myself. The word friend is common. The fact is rare. First and best victory is to conquer self. To be conquered by self is, of all things, the most shameful and objectionable. Those who govern ought not to be lovers of the task, for, if they are, there will be rival lovers, and they will fight. We can easily forget a child who is afraid of the dark. The real tragedy of life is when men are afraid of the light. If you harm a horse, do you make him better or worse? Self-conquest is the greatest of victories. Whereas the truth is that the state in which the rulers are most reluctant to govern is always the best and most quietly governed, and the state in which they are most eager the worst. Socrates, but why? My dear Crito, should we care about the opinion of the many? Everything changes and nothing remains still. When I kiss Agathon, my soul is on my lips. Where it comes, poor thing, hoping to cross over. Caring about the happiness of others, we find our own. The creative soul creates not children, but conceptions of wisdom and virtue. Piety, then, is that which is dear to the gods, and impiety is that which is not dear to them. This is the greatest good to man, to discourse daily on virtue, and other things which you have heard me discussing, examining both myself and others. For this, he said, is the great error of our day in the treatment of the human body, that physicians separate the soul from the body. For our discussion is about no ordinary matter, but on the right way to conduct our lives.